comes the man in the suit. It's a legend. It's Brian Cruz. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show. Kruse Control Show.
Live from Los Angeles, it's Monday night and time for the Kruse Control Show. And here's our host, Brian Kruse.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Monday, June 9th, 2025. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back everybody. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. I really do, because honestly, it was fun. It goes by way too fast, but you know what? It's Monday. It's Monday, the first day of the week. So I have a fantastic time because it's Kruse Control time, guys. And very quickly, just off the top, I got something to talk about, guys. Just very quickly. I want to talk about Wicked very fast because Wicked out there, Wicked 2 dropped its trailer over the weekend and officially we have it now. Wicked, I mean, I like the first one. Hopefully this is just good, guys. Wicked for Good coming out November 21st. Here is the trailer for Wicked for Good, guys. Let's check it out fast. Wicked 2 is coming, guys, and welcome back, of course, the Thirsty Daddy, GR Wars. What's up, GR?
I'm very thirsty after watching my girl fly around like that.
I believe you are, GR. You excited for some Wicked action, huh?
Oh, yeah. You know, why not?
Come on, GR. You'll be in the theaters with the popcorn bucket, right? It'll probably be like a magic broom or something like that full of popcorn. You'll be all about that, right?
Oh, yeah, man, definitely. I mean, it got to have the popcorn bucket. You know.
Gotta have the bucket. They're everywhere. I wonder if this will be.
Maybe it'll be her crown, you know?
Oh, or maybe like the black hat. You know what I mean? They can whip it upside down and just.
Oh, yeah, upside down.
Oh,
yeah.
And you can double it up as a hat later, too. And it's got to cost less than that Galactus one. That's $80. That's insane. Insanity to me. Who's going to pay $80 for a popcorn bucket?
Yeah, this one will only be $75, Brian.
Yeah, right. Good to see you, Jar. Having a good night? You doing good today?
Yeah, so far so good.
Pep Star's happy you're here as always, right? You guys gonna be good tonight? You guys gonna be cool?
I'm always on my good side.
GR. Nothing to say.
I'm taking the fifth, Brian.
Good to see you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Of course, guys, you know he's here. Pep Star. Pappy, what's up, man?
What's happening?
How you doing, Pep Star?
I am doing quite well, and I gotta tell you,
What's up, Pep Star?
I still hear the music in my ear.
Yeah, man. What's up?
This movie's gonna be fantastic, and the great thing about this movie is Ariana Grande can act and she can sing,
It's true.
and the
She's
movie's
great.
gonna make money.
The first one made a lot of money too. So I just think I know that they were doing these side by side, added them together too, which makes so much sense to me. So I'm excited. It's been sitting there in the can for a while. I know the people are excited to see it. I want to see this epic conclusion to Wicked, right? I think it'd be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We should go, Peppy. We should go.
Let's do it!
Let's make this happen, Pep Star. Good to see you. You have a good weekend?
Good to be seen. Weekend was fabulous. Let's go Yankees!
Let's go Yankees, Pep Star says. Welcome back, Pep Star. Happy to have you here. And also joining us back, happy to have one of our top correspondents who we love her so much. We missed her for so long. Welcome back, Miss Angela Costello.
Oh, I was going to pop up. I forgot I feel like I went down. I got to move up. Hi, nice to see everybody.
I can try to do some adjustments here on my end. But that worked out.
Under my microphone. I was like,
guys, I'm here.
Microphone.
crawling up to see everybody. How you been, Angela?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Your hair is looking very long. We were talking about that earlier. Your hair is getting very long. I love it. It's great.
Like it needs a little bit of some zhuzhing, but that's all right.
Yeah, it's great. It's
down
great.
Down the line.
It looks nicely zhuzhed now.
Pep Star knows.
Nicely zhuzhed. Thank you.
Indeed. Looks
Just
fabulous.
like your hair. You're just like your hair, Brian. Always.
Oh, yeah.
It's always in like good form, you know. You got that wave going on.
I'm about to just chop it all off, I think, soon. I'm
What?
debating. Yeah, I'm debating.
You are?
chopping it off, maybe.
Shaving or what?
You're not going that short, I hope, Brian.
I'm not going thirsty short. Not going that short, but I will.
Like a mohawk or something, or what?
I don't know. Maybe I'll see how I get in that chair. You know, I'm definitely take the sides down. I think it's about time for a change. I think, but we'll see.
You got
What's
like the perfect, like the news correspondent here, like talking about.
Yeah, right. It's the wave. The wave.
You got the perfect hair. I mean, your hair grows back anyways, probably like crazy.
It grows back like that. It grows back so fast. I like trim the beard down. It's already coming back.
Something wild, change it up. You know.
Yeah, it's good. It's a new day.
Maybe we both will. Who knows? Maybe I'll come back with like a very short bob.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't you dare.
We will love you if you do. I mean, no, I'd be fascinated to see it, but I think you have lovely hair. I think you should leave it. Let it be.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's the consensus. We'll leave it there. If anyone else has a comment, please let us know. What should I do with my hair?
Are you excited about Wicked?
I mean, I don't know if I'm excited, but I mean, I'm like, I'll watch it. I mean, I think it looks good. Like, I was interested. I mean, the first one was pretty good. I mean, I like the actresses in it. I like the
Revo's great. I mean, Ariana Grande.
It's interesting. It's it piques my interest. We'll just put it there. It's like if it's going to be coming out, I'll watch it.
Epic trailer too.
Epic.
I mean, there's a lot of other ones that look pretty terrible that were that I would definitely put this at the front runner and go see over some other ones. But
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of movies like Snow White. Like, don't see Snow White. I saw it.
Oh, hell no.
I saw it.
That one was a flop, right?
Yeah, it was a big womp womp.
Yeah, huge flop. So I don't know.
Well,
it's like I like the original. Just we can get into that later, but yeah, I'm an original fan.
Sure. Thank you, Kira. Kira says you look lovely today too.
I think it was so bad it couldn't be rated a flop.
Wow.
We'll talk about Snow White very soon. Good to have you back, Angela. Welcome back.
Good to see you guys.
Happy Monday. Joining us back too from at 3Gs, our fellow executive producer himself, rocking and rolling, kicking ass every day. Welcome back, Mr. Ronald Todd Woodward. What's up, Ronald?
Hey guys.
Your camera is like, whoa.
We love that.
How you doing, Ronald?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Doing well, man. Doing really well. Happy Monday. You have a good weekend?
I had a really nice weekend. It was a little bit relaxing and a little bit not.
We still miss you on a Friday, but we love having you on a Monday.
Well, it's weird. I have Ghost Friday because I was here for a bit on Friday and I'm like, oh shit, I got to set up. And it's just like, it's so ingrained in me.
And it's like, oh, that's right, not tonight. It's a whole
exactly
dynamic now on a Friday
totally
too.
Different.
It's totally different dynamic. Jordan is taking over. He's just taking over.
Really? Really? I love that.
He's
love that.
Fired up. He's fired up now. But yeah, it's been fun. But we're happy to have you back. Anything on your radar you want to talk about? And excited about this Wicked trailer?
You know what I am. Something hit me on that about Ariana, and she's an actress and a singer, and she's got just such a cute little voice, and I just thought, oh, that's so sweet.
And she did. Yeah, she did a great job in the first one. I was actually skeptical when I first heard she was cast, but she definitely proved me wrong. Definitely proved me wrong.
Absolutely.
She's fantastic.
Absolutely.
But I think it's to do well. I think it's to do great. So we'll find out soon.
So.
Good to have you back, Ronald Todd.
Exciting.
Yay! Happy Monday.
Hi, Queen.
And also joining us back from East Lansing, Michigan. Happy to have her here. And welcome back, Miss Valerie Zatargo. What's up, Val? Oh, is she here? Yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm here, I promise.
I'm here, I promise.
Can you see me? I'm here, I promise. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Val?
Have another margarita.
I know.
We can hear you.
I'm sorry. Everybody, I am on I don't have my usual equipment, so I may experience some technical difficulties because I just moved into a new apartment, so we're still getting the setup.
Yeah, congratulations.
What's up?
Thank you so much.
She's officially now going to be a spotting.
Yes, she is. Well, good to have Valerie back here. I guess she'll be back in and out. Pet story. I love this Wicked thing. It's gonna be fun. I'm so happy to have you here, man. We have a good night tonight.
I'm looking forward to going to the movie theater to see it with you, pal.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time. But you know what? Careful, because GR's gonna go with us. He might hog the popcorn a little bit. I'm just saying.
You know, there's other places to sit around there. You know that, right?
I mean, I hog the popcorn too, so you're gonna good luck getting those paws in there, buddy.
I'm
Good
gonna
luck
have
getting
my
those-
own. I do
welcome
not
back.
share.
Valerie's back. Thanks for being here, Val.
Valerie
I
back.
hope it's going well there.
Thank you. It's going very well. Aside from, I'm using my older laptop today. It's
I love that chair. Look at you
it's
back
left
there.
I
over
love
from-
you just lounging.
Thank you. It's
We're-
so comfortable. I love it. It's a papasan chair. I think I'm pronouncing that
papasan.
right.
Oh,
You are.
Those are
Yeah.
great.
And she's copying me having margaritas on the show, you know.
I
Yep.
am. I'm celebrating the new apartment. Thank you all for being here.
What's up?
well, thank you for being here too, Valerie. Pep Star's happy here. We're all happy you're here. Ballerina did bomb over the weekend. Countess, I know it's very unfortunate. I really want to see that. I didn't get a chance to see it this weekend, but I'll watch it soon. But guys, a lot going on as always. Thank you for being here on a Monday. As always, appreciate you. But you know, as we know, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It could be like a Monday, a Wednesday, a Friday, a Saturday, a Sunday. Anyway, there's always one thing going down, guys. You know what that is? That's a lot of breaking news. Come on. All right, everybody, the very first thing I want to talk about is Ready or Not 2 is happening. So Ready or Not, get ready for a sequel, guys. Get ready for a sequel. That's right. Searchlight's Ready or Not is actually officially been picked up a while ago, but the sequel is being announced to be released on April 10th of 2026. This is a great thing for again, Searchlight, because the first one made $57 million on a $6 million budget. Fantastic numbers for them. Samara Weaving is so fantastic. I'm excited to see more of this, guys, because Ready or Not, you're getting more. And Ready or Not, guys, a bunch of Fox cancellations happening. That's right, because Alert, Missing Persons Unit, and also The Cleaning Lady have been canceled over at Fox. They were on that cusp for a while. After 3 seasons, Missing Persons is gone. After 4 seasons, The Cleaning Lady is gone. So if you're a fan of those shows, unfortunately, I didn't see this. There's so many of these shows out there that are like procedurals and cop shows and dramas that I love to watch while I'm vacuuming the house, but I miss these two, guys. That's all I'm saying. And, if you guys were fans, I'm sorry about that. They are gone. I would rather see a procedural cop show about Dan Levy, and he has one coming forward, guys. And I'm excited about this because Dan Levy's a man. He's a man. If you guys saw Schitt's Creek, check it out if you haven't, because I love it so much. But Dan Levy is doing a family crime comedy over at Netflix, guys. Has officially been greenlit. They're doing 8 episodes. Amazing cast coming in for this. Of course, Dan Levy is going to star in it, along with Taylor Ortega. She was just in 4 seasons. It's a great show. Another Simple Favor, but also Laura Metcalf, man. Laura Metcalf, so great. I love her so much. If you guys have watched The Connors or Roseanne, she's been around for years. Fantastic, lovely human being, and I'm happy she's coming to play the mother. But this centers around a deeply incapable dynamic of siblings, the sister and the brother, who are wrapped into being blackmailed to joining an organized crime circuit. And that's going to be happening for Ortega and Levy. I'm so excited to see, guys. It's going to happen, and Metcalf's to be playing their mother. So wait till that breaks out. But I got to tell you, who they being blackmailed by in this criminal organization? Is it Diddy? Is it Diddy? That's my question, because Diddy is still on trial, guys. On trial, but he's asking for a mistrial. What's up? Good to see you. Welcome back to Kruse Control. He's asking for a mistrial. Now, to me, come on, man. They call him procedural misconduct. That's what he's saying right now, or prosecutional misconduct, because the prosecution put someone on the stand, and they're saying that person was lying, and that's why they have tampered with the jury. Now, asked all be thrown out. But this was Brianna Bongolan. She was put in the stand saying that Diddy had held her over a balcony and dangled her where she was like really, pretty much attempted to kill her, pretty much. That was the allegation that was put forward. But now Diddy's team is saying that the prosecution knew that couldn't have happened because Diddy wasn't even in town at that point in September of that year, because they showed the receipts that he was staying at, I don't know why it matters, but he said at the Trump Hotel in New York City. And so he couldn't have been there. There was no way he could have been there. And the prosecution knew when they said they didn't. They put him in the stand based off her allegations that came forward. And this is not going to get thrown out. If this gets thrown out, I would be shocked, guys. I just don't see it happen. They're back in court already. They're trying to get this thrown out every way they can. To me, it's never going to happen. Just like a Snow White 2 will never happen. Come on. It's not going to happen. And guys, as we were trashing us, I'm going to tell you right now, this is coming to Disney Plus on June 11th. Snow White's happening, but Rachel Zegler shot herself in the foot. All the interviews she did. And I really feel bad about her co-host, or I should say her co-star, because her co-star, she said, like, he didn't even need to be there. She said they could cut him out right now. He wouldn't even matter. That motherfucker was in a lot of this. He's throughout the whole movie. He's not a prince. He's like a thief that falls in love with her, that saves her life, and like is there the whole time trying to actually help her live, survive, and become queen. And you're saying he should be cut out? That's horrible. You don't say that about your co-stars. You just don't do that.
Is rude.
It's really rude. He's like a pivotal part to the story. But the best part of the story really is the Seven Dwarfs. If you ask me, they're great. They're great. Even though CG is really weird and wonky and odd, the characters are still fun, guys. But you know what, Rachel, I'm sorry, your magical journey is done. You will not be coming back to any kind of magical environment anymore. Unlike Tom Felton coming back to Harry Potter, guys, which I love Tom Felton. Malfoy, come on, Draco Malfoy, he was so great. But guys, you know about this. I've talked about this a while. The play, the sequel to Harry Potter is going forward, and it's been doing a bunch of productions already. It's a stage production, The Cursed Child, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, about Harry's kid. And he's coming back. Tom's coming back to play Draco Malfoy, who was a big part of the actual screenplay for the actual play, and he's going to be playing Draco again. It's just super exciting if you're a Harry Potter fan. They did this little side-by-side of him wearing the wand one more time. It's super cool. I love this. I love this so much. I think he's going to add a lot to this production. He is coming back. They're doing like a limited run with him. He's going to start in November, so you got some time still, and he's going to go and get back in there and do this. I'm excited to see how well it does for him, because he's a great talent. He's kind of disappeared a little bit. I think he was like on the Flash for a while on the CW, but he's doing a 19-week engagement. Get ready. He's going to bring a lot to this cast, just like I think Sam Jackson is going to bring a lot to the Tulsa King, guys, because Sam Jackson has been officially signed on to star in the Tulsa King with Stallone, but also get his own spin-off after that. So his character will be introduced in Tulsa King, and then it's going to spin off. He's like going to be another crime boss, a guy that was like tied up in crime that went to jail and he got out and all that, and he's going to come over to Tulsa, but then he's going to do his own spin-off called titled Nola King, where he's going to actually take off after he battles with Stallone to New Orleans, where he'll take place for his own series. And the character he's playing, guys, is going to be he's going to be called Russell Lee Washington Jr. That's what the idea is right now. They haven't officially confirmed that yet, but give me more of him. I'm excited to see him tackle Stallone. It should be fantastic, but great character for him. But another famous Washington coming, guys, or maybe will be famous soon, is Washington Black. Now, this is going to be another Hulu show that's been picked up with Sterling K. Brown. I love this guy. He's doing so many great things. I love him over there on Paradise. He's done great on that. Of course, he was amazing in everything he does. But I love his star rating is going up. But he's going to be playing, well, I think there's going to be a child actor and him about a sugar plantation child who is a scientific wizard. And he goes on a path of an unexpected journey, they're saying, where he leaves the plantation and he takes off and he has to find all these challenges around a globe-spanning adventure. And he finds love and he gets to separate from all of that world. It sounds like a great coming-of-age story and a sad story to tell. But you know what? Honestly, it sounds like it tells a really good adaptation of someone getting out of that and finding their way. And Sterling's amazing. He's amazing. So I give everything. I watch everything this man does. He does such a fucking great job. But I gotta tell you, when it comes to that time in history, I have a lot of rage. I do. I think it was very unfortunate when it happened, and it's sad we keep going back to that shit sometimes, and people are like saying some of that shit did not happen. People forget about fucking history all the time. It really fucking pisses me off. It does. But I'm excited to see more movies that are about, because it does help instill those values and helps us learn from our past and be better people moving forward. And that's why I'm excited about Rage as well. And Rage, again, guys, Andrew Garfield, anything this man does too, I love so much. But Matthew McConaughey was originally supposed to star in this, Paul Greengrass's new movie, his peasant revolt project called The Rage. Now, Focus Features is doing this. Andrew Garfield's in final negotiations where he'll be taking over as the revolt leader at this time in history. Back in the 1381, guys, in parts of England, this is taking place, where social, economic, and political tensions are high, and taxation causes a revolt. And Andrew Garfield, anything this guy does, again, I love. So I'm all about
a 3-week revolt, Brian.
3-week revolt. That's amazing, GR. But I think that this guy, Andrew Garfield, right? Can you see him kicking ass here? I think he's great. Matthew McConaughey is amazing, but come on, Andrew Garfield has proven himself time and time again. I can't wait to see him do great here. I just can't wait. Can't wait, GR. Can't wait.
It's interesting. You know who would be around if theoretically?
Who's that?
Robin Hood.
We'll throw in freaking throw in like Hugh Jackman's doing Robin Hood right now. Threw him in there too somehow. Why not? Let's do some cross promotional stuff. Because I gotta tell you, I love that this is happening. I love original stories, GR guys. I love original stories. But we do have another sequel because sequels are still happening. Ma is getting a sequel. Ma 2. Ma 2, guys, and I'm shocked by this, but I also love it because I love Octavia Spencer. And I would not fuck with her if she had a gun and she was trapped me in her basement, but why would you go into a random stranger's basement and just, we can drink there. It's great. She'd let us drink and party in her basement, but don't worry, follow rules. But people do dumb things these days, so people will do this, but I love her so much. She's fantastic. She's getting this sequel. Blumhouse is pushing this forward. I love Robin Hood 2 Queen. And I'm excited to see anything she does. And honestly, I'm not shocked that she's getting a sequel because you know what surprises me, but doesn't surprise me, I guess, is that Passion of the Christ, of course, is getting that sequel as well. The Resurrection of Christ has finally moved forward. Mel Gibson saying they're going to start shooting this summer in Italy. And I gotta say this though, guys. Lionsgate's doing this. The first one was still the highest grossing rated R movie ever, The Passion of the Christ. But I will say this, Mel Gibson, you've been really vocal about bringing work back to Hollywood, bringing back to the United States, but now you're asking for a loophole to go shoot your film in Italy. What's that, man? What's that? Now, I agree we have to go overseas to shoot certain things, but it's kind of hilarious that you've been pushing for so much. Now, like, well, fuck it, I'm taking my movie overseas. A lot of breaking news there, buddy. A lot of breaking news.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But how do you shoot a Christ movie on a soundstage in Burbank? I don't know. But you know what? Maybe we can figure it out. Bring jobs back to LA.
I'm sure we can figure it out.
Yep. Let's resurrect Hollywood, guys. Let's resurrect it and bring it back to where it used to be, guys. I'm excited about tonight, guys. A lot of breaking news. And there's a lot of Robin Hood chat. No, sorry, I'm only big Robin Hood news. I saw Hugh Jackman shooting that right now. And there's rumors that's why he hasn't been in the X-Men set or the Doomsday set because he's been doing that, guys. But we'll talk about that more. I've talked enough. Now it's that time to put that 1 minute on the clock. And all my guests get that 1 minute breakdown what to say. Is there hot takes? Let's do it. All right, everybody. Now it's that time for those hot takes. This is that time. Put that 1 minute on the clock, and all my guests get 1 minute for all their hot takes and latest breaking news. So we got like 11 topics here. We're not going crazy. We're keeping it tight. I'm trying to keep it tight for you guys, make it easier for you. Who will win for episode 343? I have no idea. I don't think GR knows. Angela knows. Pepstar knows. Ronald knows. Valerie doesn't know. Valerie's margarita glass doesn't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
It's empty. No, it's not empty yet.
It's not empty yet. Maybe
Oh,
she'll know
just
then.
wait.
Only person that knows who will win is you guys. That's the only person that will know. So let's find out who's going first for the hot takes tonight. I'm super excited. Pepstar, can somebody else put it out there? Or are you trying to take over again with the picking?
Nope. Hand it out. Let someone else pick
Hand it out. We're going to play this differently. Let's get the first time over to the GR here. GR, what do you think, man? How you feeling? Who you feeling, huh?
Well, you want me to pick? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm let you go first. I'm not going to say you're going second.
Well, that's easy. While we've got her and she hasn't finished her margaritas, let's start with Val.
All right, let's send it over to the Valerie. All right, Valerie. Oh, can you hear? Anybody hear?
Can't hear you, Val.
Nope. We can't hear you,
Nope.
Val. Okay, we're going to go back to Valerie. Give her some time, Valerie. We'll come back to you. That was a bust. So
in that case,
oh, no, we're not playing that game because you picked wrong, GR. I'm sending it to Angela. Angela, who's going to go first with the hot takes?
Oh, God.
All
right. Ron, you're up. It's you. It's you.
Let's do it.
We're going to have some fun tonight, guys. All right, Ronald Todd, one word.
Let's do it.
Can you show us your little hot take list right there? I love it. I love it so much. That's amazing. You feeling good about these hot takes tonight?
I feel good. I don't know a lot about a couple of them, but yeah, I feel good.
You got this, man. I believe you.
got it.
You always got this. And Kira's saying Jesus Christ is a little disturbing to me. I get that. Teacher. Hot take time. All right, here we go. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Get it, Ronald. Hot takes.
Ready or not. Release date. That's great. Fox cancellations. I read these last night. I was very surprised at how many of the shows had been in multiple seasons. It wasn't like first season out. Dan Levy, love him, and he's very cute. Series picked up. That sounds great. I can't wait. Diddy wants a mistrial. Shocking. Snow White Disney Plus release. I mean, are they trying to get $20 more out of it? I don't know. Tom Felton back as Malfoy. That's cool. It's how it should be. Tulsa King spinoff. That's something I have no idea about. Washington Black is coming. Okay, great. That's so super cool. Andrew Garfield. He's great. He'll be good for this. Yeah, what he touches turns to gold. Ma 2 is coming. And Passion of the Christ sequel. Who the fuck wants to see that? I can't believe it.
But you know what? It's happening, Ronald. And you know what? They're getting a third one on top of that, too.
Is Mel Gibson in them?
He's directing them.
Say hallelujah.
Great hot takes.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Can y'all hear me?
Hey, Valerie.
Yes.
I'm here.
Back
You can
in.
hear
Go
me.
to her before it gets any later, bro.
Good job, Ron.
Great hot
Thank you.
takes,
Thank
Ronald.
you.
I guess
Thanks,
we're gonna,
guys.
How you feel about that? You feeling good about it, Ronald? Think you got a chance to win tonight? All his glory?
Fucking great, man. I feel fucking great.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Monday. It's Monday. Here we go.
I've got my Wheaties.
All right,
Yeah,
Valerie, I guess you're going to have to go out after that. So how you feeling? You ready for these hot takes?
I'm gonna try my best to follow Ron. I'm ready.
Come on, you got this. We believe in you.
You can
It's
do it.
hot take time. In 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, ready or not to, I love her scream. Let's go. Fox cancellations, as Brian would say, vacuuming shows. Dan Levy, oh my god, I love this man. I hope he has Eugene in it. Diddy wants a mistrial. I hope you rot in hell. I don't care. Terrible. Snow White. Okay. Did y'all hear something? Tom Felton back as Malfoy. Yes, that's my Slytherin king. Tulsa King, that sounds great. I would love to see this. Washington Black, this also sounds very great. I can't wait to see it. Andrew Garfield joins the rage. Hi, Andrew, you're so handsome. Mott. Get that bowl cut wig back out. I can't wait to see it, mama. And Passion of the Christ.
And she made it. Almost great hot takes, Val.
That was quite a statement.
She's done. She's not coming back.
She was right there. She like had it. I'm assuming she
comes.
was saying.
Am I
Passion
still
of the
here?
Christ.
You
Oh,
were
there
so-
you
I
are.
think I'm still
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, you just cut out right before the last thing you said.
What was your
Oh.
Mel Gibson one?
Oh, I said, sounds spooky. I don't care about this.
Oh,
Yeah, Passion,
Oh.
Passion of the Christ, Resurrection of the Christ. It's going to be a ghost story about Jesus haunting people in their bathrooms while they're taking showers.
What?
That's it. I'm putting it out there. You heard it first on Kruse Control. That's all I'm saying.
That
No,
sounds quite.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's nothing about this. I think there is like the one thing that Mel Gibson did say is we're going to actually show hell in this too, about going down to hell and Jesus trying to stop Satan or something like that. That is
Hell
one
is
thing I
sitting
heard
in a
about.
theater watching it. That's hell.
That's somehow. Yeah,
Don't ruin the story, Brian.
that's true. We'll find
don't give
out.
it away, Ron.
There may be one person on the planet that wants to see it.
I mean,
Also,
yeah. Okay.
go get it, Angela. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I'm gonna see it, but yeah. I mean, I'm
Really?
always interested in these controversial.
Okay, there's two people then.
I watch everything. I'll watch it. I watched the first one. I gotta see what he's gonna do with the second one. I'm just intrigued by it. It's been so long.
Yeah.
It's been so long. Like, what's he doing? He's got 2 stories planned too. It's like a continuation. Jim Caviezel's coming back too to be Jesus again. Of course he is.
He's
Yeah.
obsessed.
Yeah, he's obsessed. It's interesting. Now we're down to GR and Angela, but also maybe Pep Star. He was saying he might do hot takes today. Peppy, would you do hot takes today? You still on the board for that?
I'm ready, locked, and loaded.
Okay.
Woo!
All right. So the question is,
Hello,
who's gonna
Noses.
go next? GR, you gonna go
Put
next,
him up.
Angela or Pep Star? How you feeling?
All right,
No,
let's do it. Let's
put the
do it.
Pep
Let's do
Star
it.
up.
Let's do it.
Okay. All right,
He
Peppy,
can-
calm down. He's ready, isn't he? Okay, Pep Star, are you ready for hot takes?
Oh, Brian, you know I'm ready. The Pep Star is fired up and ready to go.
I know you're fired up, you're ready to go, but Pep Star, I gotta give you the count. You gotta go for that, man. The count is what matters. It's time for hot takes.
I don't need a countdown. Let's go.
Okay, all right, I'm still doing it. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes, Pep Star.
Not the Pep Star is doing hot takes. I'm just excited that's getting a sequel, unlike the Fox shows getting canceled. Stop canceling and bring back Word to LA. It's criminal. Dan Levy working for a criminal empire sounds hilarious, but not as much as Diddy thinking that he can get his trial thrown out. Diddy did it. You know you did it. Admit it. You too, Rachel Zegler. You know you ruined Snow White. Nobody's gonna watch it on Disney Plus. Unlike Tom Felton coming back to Harry Potter, he's gonna put some in the sea. Sam Jackson is gonna whoop Stallone's ass in Tulsa Kings. This fight is what the Pep Star wants to see, and I'm excited to see Sterling rise up. He's an amazing talent, just like that Andrew Garfield, and I've got some rage of my own that he got screwed out of Spider-Man. Not as much rage as Octavia Spencer and mine. Didn't those kids' parents teach them not to go into a stranger's basement? And Mel Gibson, we want a new Lethal Weapon 5 or 6. I lost count. But now the Passion of the Christ 2, you know you shouldn't get those guns back by drop.
Hot takes, baby.
Okay, that's never gonna happen again. No, I'm not allowing that one. That was brilliant. No, not happening again.
Never again.
That was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. It's not happening again.
All right, Pep Star just pooped in all of us.
Great hot takes, Pep Star.
Thank you, sir. You know, I was feeling good. I've been watching the
was
professionals that I work with, and I got excited because
was
the
excellent.
ladies and gentlemen are putting the work in, and I'm learning from them.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'll say. Or something.
Great hot takes. All right, who's gonna follow Pep Star?
Yeah. Wow.
Angela.
Hey, GR, you're like the hot take.
Angela.
Shouldn't GR go next? I feel like GR is like the hot take master here, right?
Absolutely, he should go next. We saved the best for last. Let's go, GR.
Come on,
Put 'em
GR.
up.
Can I just say, like, hey, I just agree with everybody here.
I did that
I
once.
mean, by the time everyone's done, there's
There's
not much else to say.
Okay, it's okay to disagree. Let's
Yeah.
go, GR. Put them up.
Come on, GR. Come on, GR. Come on.
Hey, I'm flexible. I can handle anything. Let's do it.
All right, GR. I believe in you. I believe in you. It's been a while. It's not been a while. It's been since Friday, man.
Just get on with the countdown. Let's do it.
All right, it's hot take time. Let's do this, GR. Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Ready or Not 2 looks like a bloody good movie. Fox cancels 3 shows. Never saw one of them, let alone all 3 of them. Dan Levy, he's a little weird, but he's very funny. Diddy wants a mistrial. Bubba said, yeah, of course she does. Thank you, Diddy. And thank you, Bubba. Felton character going to Broadway. Good luck, buddy. Snow White release. Delegath. Does anybody give a fuck? Oh, gee, Tulsa King spinoff. It's got Samuel Jackson in it. Maybe you know it's going to be good. Washington Black. I pray to God they can do good by that book with only 8 episodes. Garfield going to be Watt Tyler? Man, why not? He can do Spider-Man. He can do anything. Matu, Octavia's great, so we'll watch it. You know that. Passion of the Christ? Come on now. Why not another one?
Great
What,
hot
2 more?
takes.
Jesus Christ.
GR.
Haha.
Good job.
Great hot takes. Woo!
Nice.
Okay, that was good. That was good. I like that.
The GR's he comes prepared. He
Oh,
comes
God, I
prepared.
was worried about that.
He does. He brings
Let's
some
go
noise.
to the best. We saved the best for last, so let's go to her.
All right. I'm happy to have her back, everybody. Welcome back, Angela. It's hot take time, as always. Don't you love being in this hot seat?
Oh, yeah, it's getting warm. Might have to jump right out of this thing. It's like, woo, it's getting hot. It's getting hot here. It's getting hot.
You got that twinkle in your eye?
Yeah, I got my I got my light in my eye.
You're feeling the need for speed. You got this. You got this.
There we go. Now we got it. That's all you have to play. It's just
That's
that, and it's good.
All right, I believe in you. Here we go.
Okay.
Hot takes in 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, I'm on board with everyone else for the ready or not. I think we're all ready for an RSVP to the Hyde and Murderous family, where there's no RSVP back. You just want to. So I'm ready for April. Let's do it. Fox is canceling stuff. Thank God. Let's finally get some new content on the table, please. Thank you. Dan Libby, I love that man, and I hope he decides to fold in the cheese somewhere in this show. You know what episode that is? You guys know what I'm talking about. Diddy mistrial. I mean, he's always scrambling. He'll find any way to scramble to get the case cut out early. So I don't know. I hope to God not. Please, no. Snow White, I honestly just don't even. It was such a flop that I don't even think my grandma in her pajamas would want to watch this thing. Sorry. Tom Felton, great. I'm glad that he's back without a wand, but some things just never change. So good there. Samuel Jackson, I think, is going to bring some serious swag to the whole Nola King, or to the definition of Nola King. He's got it. And then, Sterling K. Brown. I mean, I'm going to keep going. He's amazing. We love him. He does great and everything. Andrew Garfield, I was actually hoping it was going to be Matthew McConaughey, not going to lie. And then Octavia Spencer, I think this one will be a gripper. Yes, as Val said, let's bring the full haircut back. Maybe she changed it now with her real estate. This is a real estate gig she's got going on now. So more skeletons in the closet there. Mel Gibson resurrection. Let's resurrect this biatch and see what's going on. Because I think it may be interesting. I don't know. I'm interested to see it. So I'll leave it there, folks.
Great hot takes, Angela.
Extra hot takes time. Woo! Walking down my couch.
Great hot takes.
There you have it, friend. Like it, love it, or leave it.
That was great. Great across the board, everybody. Great hot takes everywhere. And I just realized YouTube will only let me put 4 people on the ballot, not 5.
Oh.
Ooh. So what do
I
you
think
guys?
the operative word was people.
Unless someone wants to put Pepe on their team.
Nah, sounds good. Let these 4 do it.
Yeah.
Okay, no Pepe on this then?
Nah. You know,
Okay.
I did my hot take. Everybody
care.
heard it. We'll
Put
see.
Pepe in for
It
me.
is what it is.
Okay. I mean, I could always put a separate poll out there for Pepe too. You use the Pepe one or use those. All right, we're gonna
Hey,
put
man.
It's like a pause.
I think you should put a Pepe poll out there as well.
Pepe poll.
I can do a Pepe poll too. So I'm going to start 2 polls right now. The first one is all the people here. And the second poll is for Pepe. You vote and you tell us whoever gets the most will be our hot take master tonight. Only 1 poll at a time. That's all let me do, Pepe. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm stepping to the side, pal.
All right, guys. So vote. Angela, GR, Valerie, or Ronald Todd, who will win hot takes tonight? And while you guys are voting, it's time for a quickie. All right, everybody, it's time for a quickie because everybody's got time for a quickie. This is that time. Put 10 minutes on the clock, and we go into a deeper dive into all the latest breaking news while you guys are voting. So much to talk about, so much going on. I'm starting that clock right now. Let's go to the panel, guys. Woo! Mistrial for Diddy. I just don't see it happening, guys. I'm just saying, no way in hell, GR, right? No way in hell this man's getting a mistrial.
Well, Bubba said he doesn't want him to get one, so he's not going to get one.
Well, you have a direct line with this Bubba character because he seems like you do. You talking to Bubby, the inside story?
Yeah, Bubba's telling me he likes having Diddy there, so he doesn't want her to go away.
There you go.
I have a question.
Yes, Pep Star.
How do you know Bubba? That's very questionable.
I got friends inside.
He's got some inside know-how we don't know about. That's the thirsty talk right there. It happens on a weekend when we have no idea what GR is doing. But GR, Tulsa King, you love Tulsa King too. You excited about Sam Jackson coming in for that?
Anything Sam's in, I'm going to watch.
Oh yeah, he's so fucking good. But you watch the show, so you super excited? I'm putting the hot seat.
I think it's a spin-off, so it's not. He's only going to. Stallone's probably going to be in 1 or 2 episodes, but it's a spin-off series.
Yeah, but he's going to do the original Tulsa King for a little bit to introduce his character, though, too, before the spin-off happens.
Yeah.
So, which is cool. I think that's great. I think that's going to be a fun time, GR. I think they're good combination overall.
Well, Samuel is going to make it look great no matter how bad the writing is.
Very well, y'all. There you go. GR, fucking throwing, already firing off at them, throwing bombs, and then Passion of the Christ. You gonna watch it?
Probably not.
Come on, GR. You gotta help me out, man. But great,
Brian, the last time if I walked into a church, the roof would cave in. So I'm not gonna watch it.
Angela, give him some words here. Like maybe he wants to check this out. He doesn't even know it. Angela, is there something you can tell GR why you should see the resurrection?
I mean, well, it's Christ. I mean, I think to everyone to each their own. Like, if you want to, I know there was controversy with this film. I mean, obviously with all the stuff back in the day, but I don't know. I mean, I just think it's something that could be worth a watch with. I mean, Mel Gibson. I mean, I think he's a pretty decent director, and he's got. I know again he's had his issues in Hollywood and whatever, right? But I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be interesting. I want to see how he puts this together. I do. I just want to see how he puts it together because I was surprised when I watched his Passion of Christ. I wasn't sure I was going to like it, but I did.
He's a good director, I think, still
overall,
regardless of all of his crazy.
What's that?
Regardless of all of his stuff that he's done in public that's been kind of controversial and everything else, I think he's a great director overall, though.
Yeah, I do. I mean, and I feel like too, if you're, want to know the story and Jesus Christ and all this. Yeah, I mean, it's, I think he's a, obvious staunch believer. I mean, it's, he's putting. I think he's going to try and put as much factual, content in there as he can. So I feel like if that's something that moves you, right, and you feel like some, connection with that, then I think it's definitely. And even if you don't, I mean, just for, wanting to understand or maybe just, get some perspective on it. I think it's also good to have that too. So.
I think it is too. I think it's a fascinating time for all this too. That he's got 2 movies for that as well.
Yeah,
we'll see how they do. Honestly, he's has problems in the past. He got that Lethal Weapon though. I still want to see that. I know Pepstar wants to see that too. I'm like, please, just get to that, man. Get to that. You and Danny Glover are getting getting older.
I know, right?
It's just
when was
frustrating.
That supposed to happen, or when?
He's working on that script too. He's supposed to finish that and direct that as well. There's a script they'd started, and he said he's going to make that happen as well. I don't know. We'll see. Do you think anybody's going to watch Snow White at all though on Disney Plus? Anybody?
Yeah. I mean, that one I'm just going to put a big snooze button on.
Yeah, right. I feel like that too. I'm like,
I just don't. I like like I said before, I like the classic. It's so much better. I'm not really into this new version. Obviously it flopped, but maybe on streaming they'll have better numbers, better success. I don't really know. I mean, I haven't heard a lot about it from my friends with kids, so it's definitely. I feel like my kids are obsessed with movies. They're they talk about it incessantly. I haven't heard a word about this.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. That's unfortunate, but I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like Ronald has Torbit. You think Torbit would watch this, Ronald?
Oh yeah, hey Torbit, yeah.
You watch Snow White?
Hey Torbit, you want to go see Snow White? No.
Oh my God.
No Snow White for Torbit. That's what I'm saying. And I just don't think there's an audience for it. She shot herself in the foot too. She really did.
Well, I think that was first and foremost. I think that just turned everybody off to it.
Yeah.
Your actor should not be bigger than a movie.
No, not at all. What do you think about Malfoy coming back? About Tom Felton coming back to Harry Potter after all this time?
Who?
You care at all?
Me or
I know you're not big.
oh me?
Yeah, do you care at all?
Cool. Yeah, I give a fuck.
I didn't think so. But also I ask you about, because there is a lot going on today, so let's get down to the gritty. The Dan Levy thing, like he's Dan Levy, he's fucking funny, right? Him doing a criminal, like blackmailing type show.
So good. And with what's her name in it?
Ortega's in it too, and then Matt Gaetz in it too.
Yeah.
It's a great cast.
Great. But I love him, and I do hope his dad has a spot in there. They always do.
Eugene.
They always have something for each other. Yeah, I just think it's great.
He's got to be there.
I love what they do.
Yeah. They're so good. They're so good together.
That they come together as like father and son. I didn't even, when I'd watched Schitt's Creek, I didn't realize that, was it Tula or whatever in there, right?
Oh, yeah, Twyla.
Twyla,
that's his sister.
Twyla. I didn't realize she was his daughter. I was like, oh,
you know, somebody posted something on Instagram yesterday, and it's this lady, she's walking, and then it pans over to the motel, and the sign was back up, Rosebud Motel. So she's wondering what's going on. Why has that been put back on the hotel? Are they going to be there? Are they going to fold in the cheese? I don't know.
I mean, I know it's not our topic tonight, but I would love it. I love that. I've seen the episode, everything, like multiple times.
Oh, it's multiple. Yeah.
Whenever it's like the perfect show. It's like these quick. 30
Whenever I'm
minutes.
feeling low, it's Schitt's Creek and the new BH 90210. Not Beverly Hills, BH.
And fold in your cheese. If you never had
fold in that cheese
before, now you know how.
Anything with Courtney Cox too. Anything with Courtney Cox.
Courtney, let's see. Courtney, she did a PSA with Lisa Kudrow for, oddly enough, for an app gaming thing, for like a poker game.
I saw this.
It was right. It was. It was.
I saw that too.
It surprised me.
I'm already higher level than you are. And it was like, what is this? What are you making money?
It was weird, and then I mean, at the very end of them, it was cute because they each did like each other's notorious lines, so that was funny. They're like, "You really don't remember?" Yeah.
Valerie, before we're running out of time on our quickie fast, Valerie Malfoy, you were very excited about Tom Felton coming back to be Draco Malfoy. Is that going to make a lot of the Gen Z excited?
Yes, absolutely. The Gen Zs, the millennials. Oh my God. I know so many people who are huge fans of Harry Potter, and I myself love Harry Potter. And I just know everybody's going to be excited for this. This is so cool.
Do you think you're excited about that TV show they're doing as well? Because they're doing the reboot show?
Yeah. Oh my God. Of course. My roommate Mia, she's obsessed with Harry Potter. I got to tell her about this.
Yeah, it's exciting news because they finally rounded up that cast over the weekend, so they're going to start shooting soon. So it's like 8 seasons of that they're going to do. It's crazy. It's going to be a big show for WB, who's again splitting their companies right now. That's another whole story. Probably.
Oh yeah, that whole Discovery. Wow.
Yeah, wild. That's another whole thing that happened today. But Valerie, too, on top of that as well. Are you excited about? Oh, never mind.
She's not excited.
What are you excited about in this breaking news? What's tickling your pickle today, man?
Well, the Passion of the Christ. I don't get Mel Gibson talking godly when he shouldn't be having those guns. That annoys me.
There's also that, Pep Star. But do you think that people will watch a Passion of the Christ?
I hope not. I don't like Mel Gibson anymore. Is it good?
You still want to see Lethal Weapon, though.
I love Lethal Weapon, but they got to bring back my main man, Danny Glover.
Yeah, Danny
Glover.
Glover.
Have to. Couldn't do it without him.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
He's gonna be like, I'm getting way too old for this shit. That's what he's going to say. Yeah. But Valerie's back.
I'm back. I'm sorry. Fam, I promise next time we'll have this figured out.
It's good. It's good, guys. Guys, such a great day today. And you know what? We'll see what happens with the Passion of the Christ. Definitely get divided over that. Some people here on the panel. But great quickie, everybody. Great quickie. So someone like, let me just ask a very quick question. Someone won, blew everybody out of the water. Should I put them up against Pepe or let them win?
What?
Let's go with the winner.
Yeah, go with the winner.
Okay. All right, guys. We do have a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too. I just want to throw it out there. I think so, too. I thought it was funny.
No,
we do have a winner, guys, of Hot Takes.
It's like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I know. Guys, you have voted. and you have spoken. We do have a winner of hot takes. Let's go to the panel. Who will it be? That is my question, guys. That is my question. Oh, will it be Miss Angela Costello?
Oh.
Or maybe Ronald Todd Woodward? Or maybe the thirsty daddy, G.R. Waters? Or Miss Valerie Zatarga?
It's cheered.
You have voted,
The martini.
and you have spoken. And our winner of Hot Takes is the thirsty daddy, G.R. Waters. Congratulations, G.R.
Thank you. I'm shocked.
Nice job.
I thought for sure one of the girls was going to get it.
You won, G.R. How's that feel?
That feels marvelous. I mean, I got our fans out there in the viewing world to thank for it, of course.
Yeah, always to the people. Great hot takes, GR. It was great.
Power to the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Right?
Yeah.
Boy, now that town sounds so 60s.
Yeah, Pepstone?
Those are not girls, those are ladies. Ladies.
The lady.
Whatever.
Great hot takes. The ladies. Great hot takes, everybody. Nothing from Ronald. I thought Ronald would be like saying something about this, but nothing.
I said congratulations. That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was just thinking, I like being on Monday nights. I like the vibe that I fit into. So thank you.
We appreciate having you here, Ronald. We appreciate having you. Great hot takes, everybody across the board. And I know, Mondays are definitely more serious than a Friday or a Wednesday, of course. But, man, today's news just stacked right up. And something that came out of left field for me that really shocked me was they threw out the whole Baldoni and Blake Lively case. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we were going to talk about this initially about what was happening here because there were a little pieces of the lawsuit that were thrown out about, again, her having to have like mental health conversations and how it affected her beyond all this harassment. That was sort of the case before this went down. But none of that really even matters at this point because now a judge has ruled that all of the defamation charges have been dropped. They're all gone. Everything's done, and Blake Lively's team is dancing to the heavens. They're celebrating. They're popping the champagne today. They actually came for this. The $400 million lawsuit's gone, and their camp said today's opinion is a total victory and a complete vindication for the Lively team. As we've said before, from day one, this $400 million lawsuit was a sham, and the court saw right through it. We look forward to the next round, which will be seeking attorney's fees, damages, and punitive damages against the Justin Baldoni's team, and also the Wayfair parties, his production company, and everybody that went against them. And then here's what it came down to. In case you're wondering why this was thrown out, he had that $250 million defamation lawsuit against the Times, too. That's also gone as well. Now, it's not completely done, but it's pretty much game, set, match for her. But a judge said on the stealing. Now, one of his big things he was saying was he was forced to change his script. She boycotted his set. She took everything over, and she used power to influence him to change everything and change his whole production. Now, they had claimed civil extortion through that, right? And the judge came forward and said that doesn't constitute for civil extortion because civil extortion is if a plaintiff is giving property and money under a threat and then tries to get it returned. That is what civil extortion is. And they said what Lively was doing was just renegotiating and doing some hard bargaining in order to work out her conditions at her job site. And so they're saying that isn't actually that constitute as civil extortion. So that one was thrown out. When it came to the defamation, now when it came to the defamation, yeah, Queen, you're right. Queen, you're right now. I'll say it, Queen. When it comes to defamation, They were charging Lively, Reynolds, and their publicists as well. And the judge said that based off the information that Ryan Reynolds and his team had, and of course the publicists, they were giving everything they actually knew to be factual. So that wasn't defamation. So they threw that out as well. And when it came down to the New York Times case, they said this. So he had said that the New York Times were on her side, and there was defamation against him in that case, was $250 million. The judge said that the alleged facts that they had at the New York Times were dramatized. Of course they were, but there was no obvious motive that they were favoring Blake Lively in that article, so they threw that out too. So everything's gone. Now he can actually do one more filing if he wants. The judge gave him until June 23rd of this ruling to go through all these suits and take out all these legalese that go towards this. They have until, and they say there's certain claims that they take them out and refile. They can actually refile for another lawsuit, but they have limited time. Will his team do it? Will they not do it? I think at this point, guys, his career is pretty much shot. And I think this is really going to kill him. And honestly, maybe he can come back. Maybe he can come back when this blows over. There won't be any big trial. There won't be any big lawsuit. Because I really don't think if this is thrown out this way, I can't imagine another judge being like, oh, yeah, we're going to pick it up this new filing. I just can't see it happening. I think it pretty much is dead in the water. But I think that he is going to be hardly affected, and she won't. I think she'll be fine. And so if you're a Lively fan, you're cheering to the heavens, you're screaming, you're excited. If you're a Justin team, you're probably pretty bummed right now. I know there's a lot of people that are. But I just, to me, the people out there, I kind of wish this would have gone to court, because I think that there are these allegations that happen all the time about harassment, abuse, at the workforce in Hollywood, and all this sexual assault stuff. And I think that sometimes it's better for us to talk about it out loud, address the situation, and set some ground rules so it doesn't happen to anybody else. She was very much pushing that this was bad for her, that this hurt her. She promoted that whole thing forward SAG. She went for the first going after him, and then he sued her. And to me, if you're a victim, I would think you want to ride this through for all the victims out there, but she just wanted to drop it really bad. It's bad PR for Ryan. It's bad PR for her, so I get that. But to me, for victims out there, I feel like this is truly a victimized case. I would have liked this to have gone through. And I think that it would have been good to see all the facts. But you know what? This is how it goes sometimes. Judge said no merit. It's gone, set, done. Is this the end, though? That's my question. Is this the end? Ronald Todd, do you think this is the end, or do you think that he will actually file one more time and try to keep this bad boy going?
Well, it's interesting that you bring that up, because yeah, I do think he's finished, but I also do think that men get a bit of a break after a few years. They can come back, as opposed to women have a harder time of doing that. I don't know why. So if he's got nothing to lose, maybe he will go for one more shot. Nothing to lose. I mean, whatever. He doesn't exist right now, so just play with it more, I guess. I don't know. I am glad it's over.
We've been talking about it so much. Even today on the update, I was like, I don't even really want to talk about this, but it's like they had dropped a bunch of charges, so it seemed like it was like made natural sense to talk about. But now it's like it's just done. It's just done.
I'm tired of seeing her face too.
Well, I think you're going to see more of her face now. I think she's going to maybe get more jobs. Maybe they'll start pushing her for other things where she was probably having people, pushing distance. Do you think that Taylor Swift will get close to her again?
No. I bet you she's just like a nah.
Yeah, I'm done with this. Yeah, keep your distance.
We're gonna go down that again. No.
Are you shocked by this at all?
I guess at the end of the day, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I am not. This is actually, it's funny. This is where my gut was originally in the first week.
It was
exactly what, and we talked about that, and then it went to the other side, like a lot of people. So yeah, my first impression of this was true. It was victorious.
Yeah, she's definitely doing a victory lap right now. Super excited, and her team is shouting to the heavens. Still nothing from his team that I've seen so far. I'm waiting to see how they actually react to this. They're being very mum is the word right now, which is surprising. But it's also not in this situation, because they're probably trying to regroup and figure out where to go after this ruling, because it's pretty bad against him. It's going to really affect him.
It's pretty brutal. Yeah,
it's pretty brutal. Angela, you've dealt with a lot of this stuff too before, like, working for, again, TMC, working and seeing this inner workings of all these people fighting. And we've been talking about this. Oh man, we've been talking about this for far too long, Angela. It's only appropriate we're here right now talking about being dumb. But are you surprised we didn't go to court on this? Are you surprised this judge just made one big unilateral decision to throw it all out? And do you think that there's any kind of retribution that he will actually try to take?
I mean, well, like Ron was saying, I mean, now is the time. So he has till June 23rd, which is really short.
Very short.
Interesting. The judge is also the brother of director Doug. Is it Lehman? So connections in the industry, maybe.
Maybe he wants to step in there and maybe just squash this for some
I
reason.
don't know. Like you have to understand, like judge. I mean, that's why when you get like attorneys and you talk about, there's a reason you talk about what kind of jurors are you going to have, what kind of judges, what are they like? They're people, right? Even outside, what they do outside the courtroom even comes into the courtroom into play, right? And how their brain thinks, what they think about, what they do. That's why all of it's psychology. You learn all this stuff when you're like an attorney and you're working with these teams. So, and when you're picking counsel, and you find out, oh, who's our judge, right? It's one of the first things that ever gets talked about. So, I mean, he obviously has family in the business. I don't know how connected. I don't know what their relationship is. Does he have them? I don't know if they found that out. I'm certain they would have done some deep digging maybe to make sure he wasn't like friends with these guys on some level, or maybe somehow interconnected. I don't know. But anyways, I thought that was interesting about the brother with the judge being, in the industry. So with the whole thing, with having the ruling the way it is, I mean, they could have still taken this, and he didn't need to necessarily take out basically what you do is like, when you go and you hear most of the trials, okay, well, to count 2, we don't, not guilty, count 3, like you just go down the list instead of like kind of making them do this runaround BS is like, kind of a judge's way of being like, I don't really want to deal with this, I guess. And I'm, if you want to, yes, here you have this date, you can this is just a dismissal, but you can potentially go back in and bring these claims. They seem to be valid, but I'm not dealing with it. So
somebody else's problem, right?
Yeah. And if I think attorneys look at it that way, that he's working with, like, okay, well, maybe he just wasn't our guy, but like, let's go and maybe just try this out, because you are at stake now for, paying out how much money. So, if he can, I like, it's in a weird place, but I think you got to go for it. I think you still have to take the claims. The judge is saying there's still claims here. Not saying there isn't, right? So I think then you go with that. And he maybe didn't want to deal with this, because I think some judges also find this stuff to be somewhat ridiculous on some level. Sure. Okay, you're a bunch of, sure, there is like a work situation, and there's some stuff here. I'm sort of shocked at the way that this played out. However, I'm not that shocked, because I talked about it before with you guys, that I thought this would, any judge would probably look at this like, this is okay, another one of these Hollywood whining stories of somebody coming over and, like taking over, and they took my movie and now this, and I'm out $400 million. Like, people are like starving on the streets of LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
not very relatable.
People need food downtown Los Angeles in a home, and we're worried about who's getting $400 million. Like,
right.
Perspective, right? So
absolutely.
I just start looking at this like, all right, limited, I don't know. It's reputational damage now in its finest, and it's entrenched in that. So
they're going to be going after all that. I wonder how much they're trying to get in for court charges and all that too.
Oh, it's going to be
lawyer
crazy.
fees and everything.
Like the fees will be astronomical. That's why it's almost like, okay, if you're already here, just go further. Take your claims that you've got and just go with it. Like, hopefully your legal counsel will be like, you know what, F this. We have claims still. If you got claims, that's all that matters. If a judge is like, you have no claims, this is like just done. Then that's different. It'd be then yeah, you got nothing, you're over, it's done with, but he's not saying that. So
you think this isn't over, Angela? You think there's going to be a lot more to come still?
I think you got to do, unless they just think it's ridiculous, like unless they feel so confident, like this guy doesn't have the money, he's tapped out, he's cashed out, his team's like, they've got word somehow through, people are telling them they're not going to proceed, they're not going to move forward. Then, it would be like, okay, then maybe it makes sense that they're doing a victory type of thing here. But I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people were Team Justin on all this stuff.
There's a lot of people that were. There's a lot of people on YouTube that have been really coming out about it too.
She wasn't painted in a bad light, because remember, she already was the way she was. It was just, it was just shown more to people, but maybe missed it. There's a difference. So when people like to say painting a picture, I'm always like, well, no, because you're not creating it. It already exists. You're
Right.
just showing it
Very
in
true. Very true.
a more like you're showing it in a bit more of a, sequential or not, which is all together more at once, in like a packaged bundle versus like having to scour for it. I mean, she's had her reputation in Hollywood as being as a bitch. So, I mean, it's like,
Bitch.
Yeah. Well, never
she
said it
doesn't
before.
really, you know what I mean? She's just like, I mean, she is like, she's just a bitch. Like she's got her bitch
Yeah, she's a bitch.
attitude and where she talks to
Yeah.
people.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I have a question.
She's a bitch allegedly. Yeah, sorry.
Pep star? You got a question?
Is it
Exactly.
possible? I'm just asking. Playing devil's advocate. Is it possible that she wasn't a bitch this time and he was doing some foul
No.
shit? What's wrong? I
No.
have to finish my thought before you say something. Relax. I said
You were asking a question.
you gotta let me finish the question.
I feel like Pep Star. I feel like that could have happened this time. It could have happened, but
No.
the people have jumped to that a long time, being like that she's like that, and so when this happened, people that from the woodwork were coming out being like,
Queen
"This is
said
just
it best. Is she's
like stuff."
exonerated.
Yeah, now she's exonerated. She is in a lot of
Well,
ways.
she possibly.
No,
But
it
I
ain't
have one
possibly.
important question.
What's that,
If
JR?
this bloody judge has a brother in the industry, which he does, why didn't he recuse himself from this case?
Stop it.
He had
That
no
sounds
business
crazy.
hearing it.
That sounds crazy.
Well, it's just kind of true though. If you're
What?
close to the case,
Yeah.
Why?
No, it has
You know
nothing.
the law? When you have something involved in a case, you recuse yourself from it and don't sit on it.
Then
And
talk
this
to the-
asshole
then
sat on
talk
this
to the
case
Supreme
and then threw
Court.
it out.
Talk
Yeah.
to the Supreme Court. They should recuse themselves for a lot of stuff, but they don't.
This is a federal court. It is not the
Ah,
Supreme
it's not.
Court.
Yeah.
But
I
you
didn't
still,
say it was,
if
not
you have
listening.
somebody,
Yeah, listen.
if you have someone involved in the case in some form, you recuse yourself from that case and let somebody else hear it.
you should.
Yeah.
You don't sit there for however many weeks we've been listening to this crap, and then all of a sudden decide, oh, well, I'm throwing it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Somebody
the thing is-
else should have heard that case and not him. I'm sorry.
But even if
Yeah.
it comes out that he's attached
And-
somehow, then that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
Well, and when
exactly.
you were
That's
asking,
what I'm saying. He
But
Yeah.
it hasn't.
Yeah,
should have
clear.
recused himself from this case up front. He should have never heard argument one.
Let's be clear. It hasn't been. Nope.
Well,
agree
it
with
hasn't. We'll have to wait and find out, though. I think that would just depends, like to see if that is a connection. That's a problem. But then again, people don't do that. People don't do it all the time. They just keep on cases and they do stuff and they just make judgments, and that's what happens. Valerie, welcome back. You've been hearing all this too. We've been talking about this case for way too long, right, Val? Are you glad it's
God.
over? And do you think it's actually over? Do you think it's actually over?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like it actually is over. It's just so crazy because, like we said, we've been talking about this for so long, and I know that there's so much nuance here between. Oh God, I cut out, didn't I? No, I didn't.
No, we hear you.
Okay, good.
No, you didn't.
No, you're there.
Okay, great. There's just so much nuance between like wanting to believe victims and also trying to find the balance of like somebody who also has just a reputation for being such a bitch in the industry. Because I mean, all you have to do is watch that one interview
Yep.
with that one girl. You know exactly.
Absolutely.
oh,
There she goes.
There she goes. Yeah. And
Yeah.
but there's also the showrunners coming out and saying stuff, and people can change. I'm not going to lie, people can change.
Right.
I mean,
happens all
I'm
the time.
surprised. I mean, he did suffer a pretty defeated blow. I mean, the fact that the judge, if you take out this defamation and this extortion, I mean, that's a huge. That's
Yeah.
like a really big fat chunk of this entire thing. So I
Yeah.
mean, that's. I mean, when you take that off the table, it's a very narrow. It's a narrow route where he can go. I mean, there's still things he could. Again, there's claims there. It just won't be the punitive damages wouldn't be as high, and it would, that would all kind of falter a little bit too, and like kind of this, so if he can still like revise his countersuit, I mean, it's just going to be a long shot. I mean, which sucks.
I just think it'll look desperate. It'll look desperate. So desperate.
Yeah, it's a long shot. I mean, and now it's sort of like I said, we're back in that reputational sort of, kind of cementing Lively's narrative. Basically, I think is kind of what it does, and casts that doubt about his Baldoni's defense. So, I mean, that's what's unfortunate. And I think financially, so he's going to have to, fork out like
a lot of money.
Lively's legal costs. Yeah, I mean, if she succeeds in fee claims, like that's going to be, like I said, astronomical. Like I can't even imagine. And just, I don't know, going forward, I think the focus as the focus shifts. I mean, it's going to be like what, March 2026 for the trial of Lively's original harassment.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
And retaliation claims. So I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, I am surprised. I mean, I do feel like I'm kind of on the same page. I feel like if you have a brother that's in Hollywood and is a producer, I just feel like if you really just should be like, I hang out, I've been around these people, I do, then you should get out of there. Like you shouldn't be involved. Right. If that's the case, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If that were.
And then all I'm saying is, it should be done across the board. If that's the whole thing that we're talking about, somebody having somebody in the business, then everybody's going to need to recuse themselves from things.
Well, they're
supposed to. It's not being done.
If they're closely
it's
connected,
not being done. But it's not being done.
It's true, Pep.
It's not.
It's not being done. So you can't say on this case, oh, this should have happened.
And not every judge in the country
I can say it should have happened.
Has somebody in the business.
Yeah. You can say it should have happened, but it didn't happen, right? That's what we're just saying it should have probably.
Yeah, there's probably a good chance it should have, but that doesn't change the outcome of where we're at right now. This is it for them, for her. They're celebrating again. They're popping the champagne. They're super excited. They're popping it like it's hot tonight.
I'll be over there popping it too.
And there's
like
a lot
Rob
of people.
I think there's a lot of people that empathize with him on his side, and I think that's why it probably won't. There might be somebody out, obviously people out in the industry that are going to come to his aid essentially and say, you know what?
Yeah.
They feel really bad that he had to, they feel strongly about whatever they feel about that situation. And so they'll probably give him, he may get signed back on. I mean, I'm sorry, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds don't own everything in Hollywood.
No.
I mean, like, if we're going to deal with that,
God.
then we have to talk about like a bigger root problem. And
it's not Brad and Angelina.
If it was that big, like they're controlling everything, then I'd do something else. No,
like
it's not.
These aren't mega star. I mean, there's not the mega, like they're not Tom Cruise. They're not like at that level of.
They're B.
Yeah.
They're. I mean, I'm not just trying to talk crap
B+.
on them. I'm just saying.
No.
I'm not trying to talk crap on them either. You better watch out.
Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, they came after Ronald Hart about the Taylor Swift stuff before, Ronald, and some of the comments about you coming at you hot, talking bad about Tay-Tay.
Yeah,
no such thing as bad publicity.
Gotta slow that down. Talk about Tay-Tay like that.
I slowed that roll.
A lot of people don't like her. I
don't get that.
That I hear.
That's weird.
I just don't think she's the most attractive thing.
I don't know.
There he is again saying it. There he goes.
I don't know.
I don't think she cares if people like her. She's a smart woman and she's getting the work. She's putting the work in and getting it done.
Well, her fans sure cared.
Her fans were not happy with you, Ronald, when you came after her looks. They're like, what does he know? And I'm like, whoa, you guys, none of you guys are lookers. I'm like, that's what I said. None of you guys are lookers. What are you doing?
He doesn't have to sleep with her, so he's entitled to his opinion.
Well,
Ron, what'd you say? Her hair? What?
I mean, I don't know, but at least I didn't say at least I don't have to wake up with that face every morning. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, you could have said she looked like Napoleon Dynamite. You could have said that, but
Napoleon.
Oh, that would be cold.
You can't.
I think I just said she's not the most handsome woman or something like that.
That's you said.
Oh my God.
I think she's very attractive, but that's the picture people put out for all the time. It's sad, but
what goes around comes around.
I think Blake's hot.
I wish you
Blake's
would
hot.
get rid of those
Blake's
bangs.
hot.
It's so bad.
Well, I mean,
know.
she's better looking after multiple plastic surgery rounds.
I might have said something like that too.
You know what I mean?
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah.
I might have said something like
She always
that.
has that really she always has that I don't know what you want to call it, like that. Oh, I will
Cherub?
call it. She has the perfect town look. The movie The Town that she played in with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Her
Oh,
character
yeah.
in that, she looks great as that.
Yeah. I think she's.
Yeah.
I'll
I
just
get-
leave it there. You guys can look and see what her role was.
I get why Ryan Reynolds and her got together. I understand. But at the end of the day,
Yeah.
they're both celebrating. There's a lot of people that are celebrating this right now. I know the chat's like, it's done. It's done. Pep Star is apparently celebrating. He's popping champagne, which a lot of people are. I'm still indifferent about this. My biggest thing, as I always say, is like when allegations of this come forward, I like this to actually be gone through completely so we can stop this stuff from happening, because when people don't feel safe on set, it's a problem. We should be like, it should be like any other business out there. If you're working on set, your professional work environment, there should be no harassment, no hanky-panky, no funny fucking shit going down, because that's going to ruin everything for everyone. And honestly, at the end of the day, we should be safe at work. That's it. And that's why I'm bummed this is not going forward. But
Gotcha.
win for you, Blake. Win for you. And I hope at the end of the day, if all this was true and this happened to you, which I'm not saying it didn't, but if it did, I hope that you're actually celebrating that you got, hopefully when you started this, you're getting what you wanted out of this whole outcome. That's all I'm saying. Because somebody else that's not getting any kind of great outcome right now in his life is Jared Leto, who the girls think he's really hot. We know that. We've had conversations about Jared Leto here before, right, everybody? We've talked about him.
This is a hard one for me to hear. Yeah.
And Jared Leto allegations are coming. Can we talk about that in our featured story of the night? Guys, I just want to talk about like Squid Game or something fun after talking about Blake Lively, but then this happened. So here we are. Jared Leto, guys, big famous method actor here in Hollywood. We talked about a million times on Kruse Control. he says he's drug free. Big meth actor. Method actor. Big method actor.
Meth actor?
That's what Ronald I said.
Or a meth actor, depending upon the day.
No, he said he's been clean. He's been clean, he says. But Jared Leto now, there's been accusations from at least 9 women.
An actor would lie, Brian?
Actors don't lie. But at least 9 women came forward in this new interview in Airmail, where they're saying that he was actually being accused. Now, he's being accused not of sexual assault or harassment, but sexual misconduct, inappropriate relationships with women. And that's what it is. And it's coming from a 16-year-old at the time, a 17, and an 18-year-old. So we're
pedophilia.
Yeah, we're going into that territory. But let's break this down a little bit, because I think when you hear that at first, it sounds crazy, but let me break down the details because it tells you a little bit more about this. Morbius has gotten into serious trouble. You're right, Queen. So I'm going to tell you. So the first woman I want to tell you about right now is a woman she goes by Laura LaRue. So Laura LaRue was a model. When she was 16 years old, she met Jared Leto. This is years ago, guys, back in 2008. And they met. And he called her. They were doing an animal rights benefit they were at. He got her number. They started texting and hanging out. And then apparently she started going to his studio constantly. I'm like, you're 16 years old. Why are you going to Jared Leto's studio? I don't know. But he kept going there. He was flirting with her for a while and then pushing himself on her a little bit. But then communications broke down, she said, because they got very inappropriate, she said. And later she apparently there's more like weird things about this too, because as they started getting inappropriate, apparently she had actually got signed on to be his assistant at 17. Whoa. And she worked as his assistant for a while, and her camp is denying that right now, but that's what his camp came forward and said. So, she's still saying that she denied that. He got inappropriate with her and actually got nude. He walked into a room naked and started talking to her, kind of flirting with her too when she was 17, and nothing happened, but he was kind of impressing himself on her. But she got out of that situation. So that's the first one. The second one was another 16-year-old girl who said that he approached her at a cafe and he got her number. And then he started texting her and calling her in the middle of the night, she says, the weirdest, grossest voice ever, as if he's on drugs. His camp came forward and said he's been sober for years. It's not that. And the conversations turned sexual. He'd ask her things like, has she had a boyfriend before? Has she ever sucked a D before? Those kind of conversations.
Oh!
Yeah. And then he changed his voice, she said, where he talked to her in the creepiest voice ever. And she said, wow, I just thought that was the man from movies. But she cut him off too. So again, nothing physical, but he was pushing for things. And then another woman came forward. Now she, again, 16 years old, started meeting with him again. Apparently he has a thing for that. They became friends for a while. And then when she turned 18, though, after he had known her for a few years, he suddenly pulled out his, and he told her that she should touch it, she should spit on it. and try to get her to have acts with him after he had known her for years as a underage woman, but as soon as she turned 18. So that's another one. And then we had a DJ come forward too. DJ Ali Taiz came forward and said in 2012, when she was 17, she was assaulted and traumatized by him as well. So that's what we have so far. And I'm telling you right now, there's nothing saying that he had like pushed himself on her, but he had definitely been inappropriate with her. Now, his team has said he has not had a drink or used drugs in over 35 years. So they're saying this has never happened with him. But you know what? You guys got to fill in the blank too. I feel like there's a lot of like he says, she says here, super young. That's fucking young to me. I can't believe at 16, anyone's going to be like hanging out with Jared Leto in a studio. It's not appropriate. Parent-wise shouldn't be allowing that. They shouldn't be doing that.
Question,
and for
Brian.
years. And for years.
Question.
Yeah, Pep Star.
I don't know.
There would be a
sorry.
paper trail if she was working for him, right? Because they would have to write a check for her, right?
Yeah, there would be one. And she's saying it never happened, but his team is saying, so we'll have to see how that comes out. Because if they have something, but then again, people can be like, they were,
paid under the table.
Yeah, or maybe infatuated. Maybe they'll do the whole thing like she was infatuated with him, and and something happened, but she didn't want. There's a lot of ways they can spin this. There are, I just think that it's just inappropriate. 16, 17 years old, be hanging out with a 36-year-old. You know what I mean? Well, he was like 36 at the time.
Inappropriate is like polite, Brian. That's freaking flat out disgusting.
It's gross.
That's
and
a predator. They
were saying, Angela, that he's been doing this for years.
If that is allegedly what he was doing, that's predator.
Where the parents at? Where are the parents?
Where are the fucking parents? That's what I say too.
Exactly.
Where are the parents? But I mean, and it's just, regardless of the parents, it's like, what is going on? If they know it's Jared Leto and maybe somebody got it's Jared, but it's like, okay, I'm not going to, this isn't about them at this point. It's really
it is about the parents, because if they teach their children not to do that,
know better.
Well, and the parents have a job to do as well.
Well, obviously, these people, if they're modeling in New York, their parents aren't around because they take the models and they're not with parents anymore.
That's a great point, Angela. You're right.
The
parents aren't there.
They're under the
guidance. And I don't care what a parent, guys, what a parent says to a 16 or 17-year-old, you don't know shit. Kids know everything. Just ask.
Information that is given. That's all I'm saying. It's the information
Peppy,
that's given.
I raised... Peppy, excuse me a minute, but I raised 2 adult kids, and when they get to that age, once they hit 13, their brain turns off to you.
Those were your 2 kids. You can't say every kid acts like that.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, well, I gotta say, you gotta worry about that though, GR. You have to worry about that as a parent, right? That's frustrating as well too. And like these parents have probably maybe they had no idea, or hopefully it doesn't fall into that line of like, oh, he's a celebrity, so he thought it was fine. That's what I worry about too. It's like if they were allowing that to happen, because it's your kids. It's fucking kids. We don't touch kids. We should be keeping kids safe. And Jared Leto is very influential. And honestly, these are allegations. They're pretty massive allegations.
Yeah, they are.
They're really bad allegations.
They're very bad. And
Shannon, I know Shannon, his brother, he dated a friend of mine. So I know from experience that he likes him young.
Oh, there you go.
She was in her early 20s. She wasn't a teenager, but not far away from it.
No.
At the time she was in her early 20s, he was in his, I think, what? How old is Shannon Leto?
But at least she was a legal adult.
Maybe late 30s, 40s,
He's
maybe?
in his 50s right now, Jared Leto.
Yeah, so he was in his 40s when they were,
Kira, I agree with Kira.
I've done that.
Yeah.
I agree 100% with Kira.
So
but it's just the information. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have to get all the details. Let's go to the table fast. I know we got a lot to say. Everybody's fired up about this, as I am, because this is a big breaking news. We got Tron coming out. Is Disney going to shelf Tron too? Because that's like a big franchise they've been trying to make happen for a long time, and now it's like gone.
If he's in it?
Yeah, he's leading it. It's done. It's coming
out. They have to probably do something, because if
he's the main person. They shot everything. He's the main person. He's like the spearheading this whole new Tron franchise. And they've been trying to make this new Tron movie for years.
Because they're going to be trying to figure out what's going on with this.
The mouse might not be happy.
Yep. This was planned.
No.
It's massive. Because she's here, and I don't want to lose her. I want to get Valerie's take on this fast, because Valerie also does love Jared Leto a lot, right, Val? You hear this? Could
I love
the,
him.
could this be the downfall for him? You think? Can he get out of this somehow?
I want to say no, but like Ron had mentioned earlier, I think men recover after a couple years. You know, they can get roles again. It just tends to happen. But I'll tell you what, in over the past couple years, whenever I say, "Oh, I love Jared Leto. I want to watch a Jared Leto movie," my best friend in the whole world is a lesbian, and she and her girlfriend were like, "Oh, you want to watch a Jared Leto movie? You want to watch a creature feature? I don't want to watch a movie with Jared Leto. He gives
He gives me the creeps. Oh, yeah. There you go. See, that's what this Valerie's saying. Gives him the creeps too. But that's that.
Yeah.
People were saying that too. That's kind of how he is. And it's like, and he always goes way method into his acting too. And I think that really is a big deal with it. Like we joked about on Friday, how like he was giving used condoms to his cast members on Suicide Squad. You know, so he already has a boundary issue as it is when he's in character. So maybe that kind of spearheads
But
into
that's
his role.
something that his team. I mean, I've always I really, before knowing any of this stuff. I mean, I always really. I mean, I liked Jared Leto. You know, I had a crush on him back when he was like Jordan Catalano on My So-Called Life. But
Oh my god.
this stuff is just you know, it's disgusting. It's sick. So if this kind of behavior is happening,
Yeah.
it's unacceptable. You need to be like out. It's just
Ronald, what are
done.
you doing there?
Like,
If it's
you don't get it.
going,
You don't
he
just
goes
go
there.
Ready to talk.
Ronald, you got
Don't
something to
go.
say there, Ronald? You ready to get in there?
No, I was waiting for something that I needed to get out really fast, but it didn't happen yet.
Oh,
Okay, what do you got? What do you got, Ronald? Get in there.
No, it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. You're waiting for it. Okay, you're waiting for it. Okay, we'll wait for it. We'll wait for it then. Okay, quickly back to Valerie. Where we got her back, Valerie. What were you saying? He's like the creature beast kind of movies or what? Features?
Feature.
Yes. Okay. My best friend and her girlfriend, my two favorite lesbians. Whenever I say I want to watch a Jared Leto movie, they said, "We're not watching a creature feature. Ew, he gives us the ick." So trust your local lesbians. Happy Pride Month.
Right?
There you go.
I'm happy I finally got that out. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
There you go, Val. He gives them the ick. But people have said that too, that he gives them the ick as well. GR, does it give you the ick?
Well, no, but then again, I'm not a 16-year-old girl either, so you know.
That's true. But GR, what do you think about this Tron thing? Do you think it could actually like stop Tron from coming out? This is something they've been trying to build towards.
Scary.
Franchise.
Scary.
I think it's going to put it on a serious hold.
Yes.
It's not far away. They released a trailer. You got 9 Inch Nails coming back to the music for this as well. You got a lot of the Jeff Bridges coming in. Yeah, 9 Inch Nails is doing the music for it, Val.
The mouse isn't going to risk it, Brian.
That's what I think too.
They can hold it for 6 months and bring it back out.
Look at Jonathan Majors, GR. What happened there? You know?
Yeah, but Jared's
Jonathan
more
who?
of a name than but Jared's more of a name.
Yeah, he's a big name.
Oh yeah, they're scrambling. I mean, I can tell you right now, they're scrambling. Like they're going to be looking.
Wow.
I mean, my ex is one of the top of their attorneys over there, and they're going to be like, he does all the talent, everything there, and he's. I mean, they'll be scrambling. I mean, there was way less going on. I mean, you know, things with the CEO, whatever. Like, I mean, that were totally not talked about.
So you think, Angela, that he has this is? I think this is detrimental to his career.
I mean, I mean, it's detrimental in the sense that this stuff's being expressed. So yeah, I think if people choose to, you know, whatever they want to believe, if they're like, oh, you know, it's kind of like it's that, you know, that I don't want to say it's not Stockholm syndrome, but there's when you just like someone so much, you just refuse to believe. Like you need so much evidence to believe that they're this icky, gross person, right? Like when it comes down to it, I think it really depends on people. Like if you think that way about a random person that you hear about that does it, you should think the same way about somebody, even if they're an actor who does it. There should be no difference between the two. Because you get this association, like people who watch this show, right? Watch us, think that they get to know us, think they know who we are, right? All these things. But like, if it came out that somebody had done some horrible deed, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just
Like, not that person I know. You know, that's what you think too. I know that
no,
person
it's
too.
not who you don't, because you don't know these different sides of people. You're not going to know unless you have some like seriously close personal relationship with this. You don't know what they're doing.
No.
There's multiple sides to people. You're not going to see them all the time. So you're going to see the side you want to see, and you're going to believe what you want to believe. And then you're going to be like, okay, well, cool. Now this happened. Or not cool, but prove it to me now. And I want to see all this evidence. So show me he's this dirtball. And what happens with these teams? We've seen it time and time again. It gets buried. It's NDA signing. It's payoffs. It's all that, you know what I'm saying? It's figuring out how to shut people up so this doesn't move forward somewhere. But if it ends up being, this is a crime, I mean, this is criminal. These are criminal acts. If that allegedly, right, happened, now you're looking at that. Now a DA, now a prosecutor gets involved. It's like, sorry, you don't get the choice to say NDA sign, and we're, you know, it's already been talked about. So now you have a problem.
Yeah. And they have a massive problem right here.
Hollywood hides lots of stuff. They bury it.
What?
Ronald is breathing very heavy. He's ready for this. Ronald, are you trying to get into breathing pretty heavy here, man?
Brian. Like
This,
Brian and Ron.
Yeah.
No, that was good because it completely left my head. But there was another thing I was going to say. Speaking of NDAs, there's a guy that posted on Instagram that he was going out with a very, very famous movie star. He said movie star, and he had to sign an NDA that he could not talk about their relationship. But it didn't say he couldn't sing about it, so he came out with a song. It doesn't name the person, but it's brilliant.
Oh, you think it's Jared Leto?
That's interesting. Yeah,
No, I
because
didn't think that.
it has to. You're right, Ron. In copyright, okay. So
Yeah.
every one of us here is due our own. We have our personal privacy laws that
Yes.
for us, right, individually, which are separate from like copyright gets all these crazy things and like our likenesses and all that. So that's right, because if it's not put in a contract properly,
Right.
in the NDA, if it's not written properly, there is loopholes. There are ways to be like, oh, you technically could sing about the person. You technically could mention their name, maybe in a
You
way.
know what's funny? Right. You know what's funny, Brian? Because he drops little Easter eggs in the whole song, and he's like, you know, when you got your Academy Award, you thanked everybody except me. It's stuff like that. It's like, who was that? You know? Yeah.
Do you think it's him? You think it could be? Huh?
I don't know. I do feel it's a guy. I feel that it is a guy. At first, I thought Tom Cruise, but then when it went to the Academy Award, I threw that one out. But it's just interesting. It has nothing to do with really anything, but it might. But I just thought it was
this one, Ron? Where was this? Who?
It was
said
on
it?
Instagram. On Instagram.
Like recent?
Oh, 2 days ago. I downloaded the song.
It feels very relevant to this coming out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just came out last week.
Kind of does, and this just came out.
I mean, okay, so think about it. Why would you if you were like an investigative mind, why would you put a song out? What would be the latest news cycle and what's happening, right? You think about what's the relevancy then to putting out a song? You put out a song because you want to get it out because you have something to say about something that's currently happening.
Yeah.
You're such a the theme that goes through the whole thing is you're such a movie star. That's how that's how the song is. Yeah.
Oh. Well, do you think that Jared Leto? You think that this will actually? Because we've been talking about the Tron thing, big project for Disney, of course. Disney doesn't mess around. The mouse. Huh? Do you think they're already implementing like stoppages on this movie because of this?
I'm going to go with what GR said. And they could pause on it. They could absolutely pause on it. I don't think anybody would really miss a beat on that. Because it sounds like this has the potential of being a huge franchise.
Yes, and the idea is it still continues. It still continues forward from the last ones. Like Jeff Bridges comes back too.
That's great.
Which I love that. But I think it's only a small cameo. But I think it's supposed to be the next chapter that they're supposed to springboard for, and Jared Leto was a big part of it.
And it was a great movie, and it's a good time for that. And this is a huge thing for Jared Leto. My God,
yeah, it's a massive sci-fi movie for him.
Massive, yeah.
Evan Peters is in it too, which I love as well. That he's got a big part in it too. Yeah. I love Evan Peters.
That threw
I mean,
me off.
they're gonna get their legal team involved, obviously, because they can't afford to be like, we just lost hundreds of millions of dollars on this.
Oh no,
They're-
no.
They gotta figure it out.
They're gonna
No.
be putting all their people in, right? Their special teams.
Yeah. And as everybody says,
further
serious
look into this
accusations.
so that they can figure out, okay, do we have to like really suit up here and
battle this.
like, right?
And there's
It'll
9
be
women.
interesting. I will say this: it'll be interesting if there's like silence after this stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you don't really hear much about this afterwards, that's going to be weird.
Yeah.
And they have like there's a lot of women that
Not
are
weird, but it means
anonymous.
there's something that happened, like maybe payoffs or something.
Yeah. Peppy, with all that being said, how you feeling about this Jared Leto situation?
This will definitely hurt his career, first off. And they do have to take a pause. Because you got to find out if it's true or not. Allegedly, that's what everybody keeps saying, so it's alleged.
It's alleged.
But if it's proven, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I agree so too. And I feel like it's at a pivotal time for Disney. Disney does not mess around, Pep Star. You know that.
Disney don't mess around. They cut you down in a heartbeat.
And not if
Yes,
you're
Queen.
not if you're doing things with kids. No.
Yeah.
Queen, you're right, and he's already back. She
Yep.
just made a Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. And Kevin Spacey's directing.
Oh,
and he's got
yeah.
more projects coming. Yeah, he's coming back. Coming back big time.
4 years? 4 years, yeah.
He literally said out loud though, like, once I take care of this, everybody's gonna hire me back. They all told me. So Kevin Spacey will be back, but I hope that in the community, the world we've grown into in Hollywood, like all the things that we've heard about that have happened on set with him before, all the allegations behind the scenes. Hopefully, any producer that signs that man on will not let that happen. That's all I'm saying, right? I would hope so.
Right.
And
Can I ask you
especially
guys all a question?
Yeah.
All of you. Everybody. People in the comments, Brian, everyone, GR, Ron, Valerie. I mean, do you think it's right to have these people come back after the things that they do that are horrible? Like, these are awful things. I mean, a crime against children, things like that are not acceptable things. I mean, to me, it's just like, no. Like,
Me too.
that's a hard no for me, but I don't know what other people think. So I just feel like, do you think they should be able to come back?
Well, you have to. I think you got to draw the line somewhere. Like Will Smith, I don't think he should be, exonerated for the rest of his career now because of that slap. I don't.
Why not?
But if you have a line with the kids, that's a line you never cross. So no, that's done. You're thrown out. You're gone. Your history. Because if you start giving liberties on that, then what happens next? That's horrible.
Our kids have to be
Yeah.
safe. Have to be safe. Let's go.
The Will Smith thing,
Yeah.
he blew it. So if he doesn't get to come back, I'm okay with that. That was very disrespectful.
Yeah, but is it disrespectful enough to ruin a man's career? No, I don't think so.
I didn't say ruin his career. He just shouldn't be invited back to the Oscars.
Oh yeah.
But that's not what I was saying. I was saying about careers. I don't care about the
I didn't hear you
Oscars.
say career.
Yeah. No, it's just I don't feel that he should be blackballed from the industry because of a slap. No, he doesn't need to get invited back to the Oscars. No, absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree too.
That's
So
fine.
you disrespected the whole thing. You disrespected all of it by slapping.
Yes.
But like Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey, the people who've done these really heinous things, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, do you think they should be allowed back?
Let's go to GR on this. GR, how do you feel?
No.
No, and I agree with what Anthony just said. That dirtbag, Spacey in particular, should never be allowed on a set, period. But we're talking Hollywood. They will find a way to get him back on set.
Which is already happening.
Unique.
It's already happening. He's a great talent.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
not-
He is. Yeah.
and that's what it is. They let the talent
talent, when it comes to stuff like this, should be irrelevant.
It should.
If you're a dirtbag,
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree.
Well, put me in charge of Hollywood for a week, and
Guess what?
I'll declare a
Kevin Spacey makes money. Oh, that's what it is. He brings in dollars.
That's it.
Oh, it's
and
okay.
unfortunately, you're
That's
right,
what does
Ron.
that make you feel about
Very-
the industry?
It's
Is it just
it's
something
that's
that they
horrible.
care
It's
about
so
the dollar
horrible.
over the human being, which the human being is
Oh.
technically the person's actually is paying you the dollar. So it's actually
Isn't that weird?
affecting
Yeah.
me too.
Totally.
It's insanity to me. It's really insanity to me. Valerie, how do you feel about this fast? We'll get to her before we wrap it up here too.
I agree with Angela and Ronald in this sense. I don't think that, like if you know somebody from like a random small town and they commit, like if they were to do anything with a minor, they're done. Like they're probably gonna do time, hopefully. And so why do these people get a pass? Because they're talented and bring in money. Like it's terrible.
It's terrible. Mm-hmm.
No, it just means that the law doesn't
Well
apply
said,
to
Val.
some people, and that's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how it should work. So then we
No,
have to
it's not how it
redefine
should work, no.
what we consider laws. That's what I think.
Right.
Right.
What about
I have a
Queen? Say,
question.
how hard is it to keep your hands to yourself? True Queen, how hard is it to keep your hands to yourself?
Yeah.
Pepstar, how do you feel about this? I see you have a question.
Quick question. Now, I want to make sure I'm hearing this right. If it's alleged, they still shouldn't come back, or if it's proven, definitely not come back.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, it's
But
proven.
if it's only alleged, should they still be able to come back? It's my question to Angela.
Well, I think that the alleged is going to be definitely looked into. They're going to have to, because they can't just, I mean, if it's alleged and I mean, the problem is that if it becomes hushed, because then that means usually there's a pattern, there's a problem. They want to quiet the problem because they don't want it to go to a court case. They don't want a trial situation. So they will hire attorneys. They work behind closed doors, and they will make sure people be quiet
And pay off the victims.
They pay, they pay you off, and just don't bring this to light. Or like again, Ron talked about at the NDAs. You can sign them, but not every attorney is the best at drafting everything and knowing what you can get around by singing a song, that wasn't put in there or something. So there are ways that somebody could get out as a victim, especially minors. People don't realize this, but there is a statute, and it's a minor can come back at 18. Okay, so if you did something to a minor underage, once they hit 18, they can come after you. So they have a very, very long statute of limitations. So that I would say that would be something that would terrify. It should terrify anybody who's done anything wrong to a minor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they have a long time to come in and come at somebody. It's like
If
pretty
the
much
act
you
of
can come
itself
at any
didn't
time.
terrorize him. Yeah.
So that's another thing. So I mean,
Spacey's different because he did it and they proved it.
allegedly, when you've got if it's one person, okay, there's one thing to look into and other things that matter. But I would take it seriously. When you've got 4 or 5 backing up similar,
Or in this case,
patterns of
9.
behavior, now that's concerning. even
And
more.
Spacey was actually acquitted in the UK, and they had a bunch of money and fees and stuff, and he's able to go free. So he's actually fine. He was never tried here in the States.
Brian, I have a Kevin Spacey story. It's short.
You got something quick? Okay.
Kevin Spacey. So there was a guy that I dated for a minute, and Kevin Spacey used to call him and hire him. And let me just say, it was painful. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Ron, it was painful for your
Spacey.
okay.
All right. Well,
I like your friend already, Ron.
on that note, I will say this too to Andrew's question as well. I still think that at the end of the day, there are so many talented people out there that had never get the time of day for one opportunity to shine in Hollywood, and then so many of them give up and they go back home. They've wasted years of their life struggling, trying hard, and this town eats them up and spits them out, and they never have an opportunity to shine. And that's unfortunate. Why do we keep giving opportunities to people who are known to be assholes, that are known to be difficult, that are maybe molesting people? Maybe, it's all money. But to me, that's bullshit. To me, at the end of the day, somebody else can step in there. Give somebody else a chance and stop bringing those people back. Because you know what? You're done. If you touch kids, you mess with people, you're harassing people, you shouldn't be here. It's a professional work environment like every place in the world. You're at work. Don't be doing that. And also, if you're outside doing that in public, touching children and messing with people like that, don't. There's no place for you. There's no place for you. I don't think.
No. And you get what you've got.
Looking like a SAG leader.
As far as I'm concerned,
Right.
I hope the book gets thrown at and you never return ever again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
no
No need
ands,
for that.
no buts. Like that's it. Even allegedly,
But-
if that's being thrown around,
That's
no.
still,
Yeah.
If there was reason enough for it to be alleged, yeah.
And if it keeps growing and growing and growing, it's just like, I just feel like at the end of the day, We need due process. Always need due process. Let those people get in there and try and get the story out. That's why I say I love things going to court, because we need the information. We deserve the information. Especially those people deserve to put their stance on the stand and talk about it. But if this stuff builds up so much, honestly, these people shouldn't come back. That's what I think. If it comes down to it, they were doing these kind of things, and these people are really true victims, they shouldn't come back. Somebody else can take that job.
And
Somebody else will make money for
re-examine
you.
looking at the Hollywood and the industry itself, because if it's going to be like that, I mean, maybe it's time to find a new career path or something else, because if it's going to constantly be like, oh, well, but so-and-so hired, Jared to come back, or hired Harvey to come back. No.
Well, that might be happening right now with AI anyways.
I haven't given up on the industry yet. I haven't given up on it. I feel like we can still fix it. We can still fix the system.
I think there needs to be massive change. So they need to change a lot of things.
A lot of things have to change. We'll be talking about that this week some more, guys. A lot needs to change.
The people that are putting out the money don't have any morals. That's the problem.
Yep.
That's a big
They're putting out the money.
And we got to find the people with the morals. Maybe
that's going to be hard to find in this business. That's going to be hard to find in this business if you're trying to make money. That's going to be very hard to find.
Yeah. And I agree with the people in the chat right now. It's like, that's why Diddy got to thrive. That's why Harvey thrived. And, and he's still on the stand. They're deliberating. We'll see what happens with Harvey Weinstein. We'll see what happens with Diddy. I don't think a mistrial is happening. And we'll keep you posted on Jared Leto. And guys, the lively thing's done. What a crazy Monday, guys. What a crazy Monday. A lot of news.
A lot of news. With Diddy, it was like the same thing. Silence for years. So many people came up off of him. So many people came up off Harvey. And you know why? And then, you know why, but now they're coming and bitching and complaining about it. Like, they knew what was going on. They knew the bad stuff that was happening. I'm not going to say like the victims I'm not trying to like spin it in a bad way for them necessarily. I know obviously some were really badly hurt, did not come up off the ranks or of these individuals, but there are some that very much did, have multi-million dollar companies now that they're running. And then now they've got all these bad things to say, but they weren't saying it when they were coming up, right? So there's a lot of things with that I'm just like, these guys like Diddy want to get dirt on as many people as they possibly could in Hollywood, because that was his ticket to getting out of some of this crap, he thought. I guarantee it.
And if he gets
now
up,
looking at it like crap,
absolutely.
shoot, I can't. Then now there's federal crimes that were committed that it doesn't matter what you put against somebody else or what you say you've got against someone else. Now it's about, well, we're the DA, we're prosecutors, we're coming after you because you did sex trafficking, racketeering, you did things that are just a federal crime, right? Doesn't matter what you've got on anybody else. Sure, it'll help us, but that's not what we need to proceed with the case. So it's just the whole thing is like, I just get rid of these people, throw them in the trash.
Be done with them. And Peppy, Diddy did what, Peppy?
Diddy did it!
Diddy did it!
Thanks for being here on Kruse Control, everybody. Appreciate you as always. Hope you had a great time. Happy Monday. So happy to have you guys here. I know it's a serious Monday today. Oh my God, so many SA things. And I know it wasn't supposed to be that way, but we cover it on Monday. We take care of those. We tackle these hard to talk conversations because it has to happen, because the business is always, it's not always great. There's a lot of bad, dark things about the business. We got to talk about them to shine light through and nip these people in the buds. They get the fuck out of town. That's all I'm saying. But thank you all for being here. Appreciate you as always. The Thirsty Daddy. Hope you had a great time tonight, GR. Good to have you here as always.
It was definitely a unique Monday.
It's very intense Monday, right, GR?
It was intense.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah, very intense. Well, good to have you here, GR, as always. Hope you had a good time.
My pleasure.
Also, thank you all the way from Michigan. Thank you for being here, Miss Valerie Zatarga. Thank you, Valerie.
Come on over back.
Thank you for having me. I promise next week I'll have my usual setup back and it won't be so bad.
Oh, you're good. You're moving, you're shaking, you're making moves, Val. We're happy to have you here as always. So you're good. Thank you for being here and being a trooper and sticking through the whole time, even though you're popping in and out. Some people just give up. So thank you for being here. We appreciate you, Val. Appreciate you. Also, of course, happy to have our fellow executive producer himself, Mr. Ronald Todd Woodward. Thank you, Ronald. Hope you had a good time.
Thank you guys. Had a great night, you guys. Really good.
Yeah, and Ronald, don't worry.
Get it, Ron.
Be happy.
Don't worry.
Be happy.
I used to watch Ronald nod his head for like a while just doing this.
I used to do it to B-52 songs. Girl from Ipanema.
We'll get you on there too. Also, thank you and welcome, very warm welcome back to Miss Angela Costell. Thank you, Angela.
No, it was an intense night, but we needed to have it, right? We have to have these conversations. Fortunately, they're in our life, so
Yeah,
they're happening. We got to talk about them. Give them the attention they deserve.
we can't dance around them and sugarcoat things. We got to come at you hard and tell you the truth sometimes. And the big conversations we have to talk about. We talk about everything here. That's what we do on Kruse Control.
But we do have fun. I mean,
We have fun.
We do all the things that we're supposed to be doing, talking about the serious stuff, talking about the fun stuff, talking about everything in between. So yeah, it's good to be back.
It can't always be a Care Bear conversation, guys. We had that on Friday.
It can't always be a Care Bear.
We talked about the Care Bear movie on Friday.
The Rainbow.
Care Bear movie. To Jared Leto. I mean, it's crazy. Countess, thank you. Kira, thank you. Queen, thank you. Appreciate you here. And of course, appreciate the Pep Star. Peppy, thank you for being here, man.
Thanks for having me, brother. Fast and Furious Monday.
Hell yeah. Did you fight that law, Pep Star?
Say that again.
Did you fight the law?
No, I didn't. You know I did.
Welcome back. Good to have you guys as always. Thank you guys for being here. Happy Monday. Got a lot going on this week. We'll be back on Wednesday, of course, for our normal Hump Day show. The numbers keep going up. We're encroaching on that 17K. Hopefully we get there by Wednesday. We'll see. Ups and downs, lefts and rights. We appreciate all the new people out there checking out the show. Please keep coming back, but you got to keep spreading that love, spreading that word. You got to like, you got to subscribe. So if you like this video, had a great time tonight, please like, please share, follow us, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody out there, tell Ronald's light right there that he's searching the darkness. You got to spread this love, guys. But join our Patreon if you can. Tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmas and grandparents that are fantastic people we love so much. I'm leaving it at that. Thanks for being here on Kruse Control, guys. Have a great night. We'll be back on Hump Day. We had a long show. I'm just going to knock that out. So until Wednesday, everybody, take care of yourselves and watch out for the chinchillas because they're shady. They're shady. That's all I'm saying. And Ronald, please do not get attacked right now because I feel like someone's going to attack you. Could be Leatherface. Could be somebody that's like the Puniverse is coming after you. I don't know. Have a great night, guys. See you on Monday. But until then, see ya.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join up